my plan wasn't going back to Venezuela. That wasn't my plan. Didn't want to go back because of the situation and everything is going on over there. The economy is so bad. You can't even find food. You don't find like medicine for babies. Like people are dying because they're not eating.
Welcome to Open Seat, the podcast where we create a space for authentic conversations about faith, unfiltered and unapologetic. Here, we believe that every story matters, and in the open seat, there's room for honesty, vulnerability, and community. Whether you're questioning, seeking, or steadfast in your beliefs, you'll find something relatable in these heartfelt discussions. So grab your seat, get comfortable, and let's dive into today's story here at Open Seat. Okay, so today we are joined in the open seat by Victor Diaz, and I'd just like to show everyone your baseball card as the Portland Mavericks all-star that you are. And we're going to hear about that time. I can't wait. But Victor, why don't you tell us where you're from?
First of all, thank you for having me, Miss Katie. I'm from Venezuela. I came to the United States 2016. I came for school, obviously for baseball too. I went to Concordia University in Ann Arbor. Yeah, that's why I got here to Michigan.
And we are so glad you are here in Michigan and especially at Holy Family. I know the softball team is especially glad because there was a rumor floating around the Christian Family Center that they were all scared of you.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. But we had so much fun.
We did have a lot of fun this summer. Yeah, I'm grateful to that team. It was a good time. And by the way, I just want to recall, you said it was much easier to play softball than it was to play baseball.
I think that's a lie. I think play softball, I realized that it's hard. It's super hard. Like, different than baseball. So, yeah, it was so hard for me.
Why don't you tell us about how early childhood, how your family life in Venezuela was?
So, I grew up as a Catholic, going to church every Sunday. Well, not every Sunday because sometimes we didn't have church on Sundays. So, but for basically every Christmas, every New Year's, my parents, they always took us, my sisters and I, go to church. When I was a kid, for every kid, it's like, oh, we're going to church. Oh, man, like, why? Why we have to go? When you are growing up, you realize, oh, we need to get time for Jesus. And that's something that I've been learning and I'm still learning.
So in your family, you have who?
I got my two sisters. I'm the oldest one, so I got two sisters. One is like 25, yeah, and the other one is 19, so I'm the oldest one. I have a little family, so that was just my parents and my two sisters that we usually go to church. That was something that my parents get us involved. Put Jesus first, and the rest is on you.
Your sister is currently here studying English, right?
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
And how has that been for you?
And it's been good. It's like a challenge for me. I'm the oldest one. She's the youngest one. I need to be like taking care of her, make her feel here. She has someone like care about her. Trying to know her a little more since I haven't seen her for a long time. Mm-hmm. So we're taking little by little.
That's great. I have been blessed to see that relationship, and you are a wonderful big brother and have worked very hard to see that she has every opportunity possible to learn English. And she's coming along really well.
Yeah, like I told her, I don't know how she did it. I think for me it was easy since I came from Miami, so people from Miami, they talk Spanish and you can communicate better. And I feel like she was a warrior because she came from New York, and you're not gonna find a lot like people talking Spanish. Like, yeah. And I think it was a big text for her doing that, and I'm proud of her.
That's beautiful, and I think it's a testament to how much you want her to succeed too. Okay, so you came over in 2016, and why don't you tell us about your time at Concordia?
My time in Concordia, I can't complain. They treat me good. Whatever I need, They were always there. I remember my first year when I got here. I didn't know anything about snow, about cold weather. Man, it was a hard time for me because I came with basically with no clothes, like sweater, jacket. But thank God I met people like, oh, you need clothes, you need jackets. They care about me. My baseball coach, he was like, I always thank God for putting me that person in my life because I feel like he was like an angel for me because he was there for me every time that I need something. He was there, and I always thank God because that was like an angel for me. But my time in Concordia, I was there for 5 years because COVID hit, so they gave another year. I met a wonderful people. I think that was another step to get into more to Jesus Christ because in our program in baseball, our coach, it was mandatory for us to go to chapel. Concordia is a Lutheran school, so it was mandatory for us to go to chapel 1 day a week. And a lot of my teammates, they were like, oh, why we have to go? Why we have to do this? I was like that too. But then in passing time, I was going, listen music, worships, hill songs, It was something that basically not open my heart, but it was kind of like open little by little. And since then, I started listening like hill songs, like worships. If I go to the gym, I'm gonna listen hill songs. If I'm working, I'm listening hill songs because I feel like it's something that got me like communicate with God or be more close to Him because I like it. It's coming from my heart, and I like those songs. And then when we were in chapel, we listened to the pastor, then they were singing all the stuff, and it was good. I love that. Like I said, same thing. I started listening those musics. Even my fiancée, she was like, oh, you listen those music in the gym? Yeah, oh, that fire you up? Yeah, I think so. That makes me relax. That makes me be in my environment. But then I graduated in 2021 after COVID. I met my fiancée. No, I met my fiancée in 2017.
I'm glad you clarified what year, because she probably wouldn't be too happy if you would have got that year wrong.
Hopefully she doesn't see this. But yeah, I met my fiancée in 2017. And I think that was another thing from God because I feel like He sent me that person in my life because it was my first Christmas here in the United States. So I didn't go because of the situation in my country, Venezuela, and the tickets, they were so expensive. So I spent my first Christmas here by myself with one of my roommates. It was hard for me because being on Christmas away from your family, this is like time to spend with your family. So it was hard for me. And then I remember one night, one of my roommates, they asked me, Victor, you want to go out? I was like, man, I don't want to go. I just want to be with my family. I don't want to do anything. And they were like, oh, let's go out. So you can, clear your mind, have fun. You're not going to be here. Like, okay. I went, and that was when I met my fiancée. So I danced with her and everything happened. And I always tell her that was God. He sent you to me. This guy, he's by himself here. I think he needs someone to to feel like he's home. And I feel like that was God that He sent me my fiancée because now, after that, I met her family. And now her family is like my family. I always spend time with them. It's something that I always thank God for that. Because I feel like if I wasn't for Him and He didn't send my fiancée, I feel like I don't know what I was going to do during those times. I'm grateful for that. And I always thank God for everything He's been doing for me here.
So during your time at Concordia, you chose to make a sacrament in the Catholic Church, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about that.
Okay, during dating my fiance, all those stuff. So I didn't have my confirmation. So I decided to make it because I feel like it was something that I was missing. So my fiance and my mother-in-law, they were like, oh, you haven't done your sacrament? we know a program in our church. They have classes at they call like the RCIA, and you can get your sacrament and you can show it. And that was another problem. I was like, who should I choose for a sponsor? Because I don't have no one here. It was hard for me showing. Also, who can I show? So I went to those RCIA classes. My fiance, she used to go with me. She was there supporting me every single class. I'm thankful for that because she's always there for me in the good and bad times. But yeah, she was always with me in those classes. Like, she said that, oh, I think I needed that too because I learned a lot. So we both learned. So I think that was another step, getting close to God, getting my confirmation. It was good.
We, I think, met during that time, but then I think we really got to know each other when you decided after your confirmation to actually help with the RCIA classes on Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember those?
Yeah, because after that, I think my fiance and I, we decided to help. I think at that time it was Mama Maria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we decided to help her and helping the other people. They were getting their sacrament, the confirmation, their first communion. And my fiance and I, we were helping them. And it was good too, helping them because you were learning too. Whatever you were teaching them, you were learning something new every single class. So I feel like it was good doing that. And yeah, I think it was before you. I think we met you maybe 2 years after that or maybe like that.
Yeah, I think we met when you made your sacrament because I was still helping a little bit behind the scenes at that time. But then we were doing the Zoom classes during COVID with RCIA. So yeah, Mama Maria is amazing at uniting people. She has such a gift and love of the Lord, and
She's
she
so
shares
sweet.
it with everybody. So
Yeah.
Maria Jaimes is an amazing woman.
Yes. Yeah.
So after you were done with Concordia, then what happens?
So after I get done with Concordia, I moved here to Adrian with my fiance. So I came with a student visa.
Mm-hmm.
So after getting done with Concordia, the student visa is not working anymore. So I spent let's put it clear, I was illegal because I didn't have any legal paperwork to be here.
Mm-hmm.
But after get done with Concordia, I applied for this asylum, like for stay here because my plan wasn't going back to Venezuela. That wasn't my plan. I didn't want to go back because of the situation and everything is going on over there.
So can you briefly describe the situation in Venezuela so we have an idea of what it's like?
Right now it's like a dictatorship. Right now it's going on over there, and the economy is so bad. You can't even find food. You don't find like medicine for babies. Like people are dying because they're not eating. So that was my plan after Concordia. I was like, if I go to Venezuela, I'm not gonna have a future over there. So I feel like if I stay here, it is gonna be better for me. And now that I met my fiance, so I was like, okay, I think maybe that's God's plan. Maybe you should stay here. You already find your soulmate, who are people that they care about you. But also having my family over there is like another thing. You don't know if they're good because they always tell me, no, we're good. Don't worry about us. But sometimes I don't feel like it's like that. I feel like something is happening over there. But like I was telling you, after Concordia, I applied for the asylum.
That was through the help of Sister Attracta Kelly, right?
Yeah,
in the
from
immigration
the
office.
Dominican sisters. Yeah. Thanks God, my fiance and her mother-in-law, they know them, and they were, oh, you should talk to them. So let's see if they can help you. Applying for the asylum, it was like another challenge for me because it taking forever. I'm being illegal here, trying to do the right thing, get better every day.
Do you remember how long the process was for asylum?
Oh, it was a long, like years, maybe a year.
And how much money did you have to pay for asylum?
So you have to pay because you got your asylum and you got your permit, like your work authorization for you to be able to work legal here.
Mm-hmm. So you cannot work unless they give you authorization.
Yeah. So that's another thing that you have to pay for. Maybe like 500, 600. But the funny thing, when I got my first work authorization, They just gave it to me for 1 month, and I paid those 500
For 1 month.
for 1 month, and
Yeah.
then I didn't know that I have to pay another 500 more to renew it.
Yeah.
So it was something that was like, wow.
And asylum
that's
is
insane.
difficult to get because
is.
you have to prove that you're in danger to your country
yeah.
or in your country, right? So it's the U.S. saying, we're here to help you, but please pay us a lot of money to do that.
Basically,
Okay.
basically, and also you have to have like clean record. So
Sure.
if you don't have clean record, they're gonna be like, no, you're dangerous to the society here.
Sure.
So yeah, I feel like it was a challenge for me and hard moment to get the asylum because it took forever. I was so desperate because I wanna work, I wanna make money, I wanna get everything together.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it was something that God put in front of me, like a wall. Say, I know you can do it. I know you can be patient. I know. He basically told me, I got you. You just have to be patient. And whatever am I going to do, I know you're going to be happy. Because, man, there were moments that I was crying, moments that I was depressed. I was like, what should I do? Should I come back to Venezuela or just tell me, God, what do you want me to do? Because I feel like I'm a good guy. I always do the right things. I don't do anything bad. And I feel like I deserve to be good. I don't deserve to be suffering. But, I'm a truly faith guy. And I always believe that God has a plan for everybody. And I truly believe that God's time is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was something that helped me a lot. Just like, okay, God, if you want me to keep waiting, okay, I will keep waiting. But, hurry up.
Well, as someone who's walked with you through most of this journey, it has been incredibly powerful to see how deep your faith really is in moments where I don't think a lot of people would hang on. There have been some real trying times, and you have always told me, you know what, we got to be positive, Miss Katie, we got to be positive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I am so grateful for that because it has helped me get through some times myself.
Yeah, like you said, I'm a positive guy. I like to be positive every day. I like to be happy every day. If you see me sad or you see me serious, it's because, bang, something happening. But I like to be positive, joking with people, smiling to people, talk to people. And I think it's something that how my parents taught me, like be humble.
And one of the things that's happened during this time when you were working to obtain money through other ways because you didn't have an ability to work
Yeah.
was that you were helping other people. You would let me know that so-and-so had a problem. In fact, most recently, someone's house burned down. And you're like, this guy really needs help, Miss Katie. And so we helped him as much as we really could.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so you're going through your own struggles and you're still concerned about other people. And these aren't people that are your close friends. It's just people at work, people you meet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to help people. If somebody need help, 100% I'm going to be there for that person because I don't like to see people like suffering or having bad time or bad days. If you're having a bad day, I'm going to make an effort to make you have a good day because it's something that my parents taught me to do. Be humble, help people, and the most important, just have faith in God.
Going back to your immigration status a little bit, you're now on asylum for an extended period of time.
Mm-hmm.
But it required 3 applications to get there, right? Your initial one, then the one where they gave you a month.
Yeah.
Then they gave you how much time after that next one?
Like 2 years. So next year is going to be another renew. Well, it is depend how everything is going to be, with the next president.
It's a pretty scary time.
I'm just waiting for that. I'm waiting for the news that if they're going to renew it or what are they going to do. So hopefully we got like a good news so I can renew my asylum next year.
I really hope so too. So Victor, I'm just going to hold this up in the camera. And this is your all-star baseball card.
That's not me.
This is his all-star baseball card. And Victor played on a minor league baseball team. He's so humble. He played on a minor league baseball team out in Portland, Oregon, right?
Yeah, you're correct.
And so why don't you tell us a little bit about your days playing in Portland?
It was good. It was a good experience playing. baseball. That is something that I love to do. Growing up, watching my dad playing. I've been playing baseball all my life, so since I was 6 years old.
And there are some people in the major leagues that you are friends with, right?
Yeah, I got some friends that in the major league that sometimes I talk to them, and if they are in town, I reach out to them, and they invite me to some games so I can go watch them, talk to them. But yeah, my time in Portland, it was a good experience. I spent 2 summers over there playing for the Mavericks, Portland Mavericks. It was like a new experience for me because, like, okay, playing college baseball, you don't get too many people watching you. But playing over there is like a lot of, not a lot of people, but there is a good amount of people watching you and cheering for you and asking you for baseballs or asking you for bats or for batting glove, the little kids, you know. And I was this kind of player that I didn't care about that. I just give baseball to kids because I wanted to make kids happy. I like that, just make kids happy because that's the next future they want to be there, and I'm trying to help them to reach out their goals. But it was a good time in Portland, playing, have fun, enjoy the moment over there, making the All-Star team those 2 years, gaining the Gold Glove, something that I miss and something that I'm gonna love forever, playing baseball.
Yeah, and you're wearing a Madison Conference shirt, a Madison Conference champ shirt from 2023, and you were helping coach, weren't you?
Yeah, that was another good experience for me, coaching. It was something new for me because I never done it before, but I like it to do it. I've been helping their coaches these 2 past years, and our first year over there, they got the conference championship, and that's something that makes me happy because I feel like, not me, but all the coaching staff did something for those guys that they got the championship conference, and something that I like just teach kids whatever I've been learning from all my baseball career, playing college baseball and then playing in Portland. Something that I like to do, teach them the right thing, how to play baseball. It's not only about baseball, but it's only how to be people outside of the field, how to be like good guys, don't do stupid things. That's something that I like to do, and maybe keep doing it, helping people, helping the kids.
Yeah. So what does the future look like for Victor Diaz?
Future. Be happy. Enjoy my life with my fiancée. Have a family with her. Be a happy family. And be like a God person. Just keep following his steps and, do the right thing.
And you're currently working with the Movimiento Familiar, right? Like the family movement program?
Yeah, we're going to start the next 2 days.
And do you know anything about it? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
To be honest, they keep it like in secret because they want to like to not surprise, but they want not to think too much about that. Mm-hmm. But hopefully we get something about that.
And you also have done Cursillo, right?
Yes, I did it I did it last year.
And
it was something.
Did it make an impact on your life? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh yeah, 100%. It was powerful. I 100% recommend. So whoever haven't go to the Cursillo, you guys better go because you guys are not gonna regret it. It was everything started like for my fiance uncle. He always was like inviting me, always. And I was like, no, next time. And the last time I was like, okay, this is gonna be like baseball. He threw me my first strike, and I didn't swing. So he threw me the second strike, and I didn't swing. And then he threw me a fastball right in the middle, and I swing that one. So I took that one. And to be honest, I don't regret it to go because it was powerful. And I think that was something that opened my heart completely, like opened my heart because I learned something. I learned a lot of things that I wasn't doing it, I feel sometimes like God is there for us, and we don't, how you call this, like we take advantage, and sometimes how bad we are with God, and knowing that He always there, He's always there for us, and how bad we are with Him. And after that crusade, I was like, okay, man, it's time to be with Him, keep believing on Him, and keep following Him, because it made a good impact on my life, like going to Corsillo.
Are you comfortable sharing the adoration story? Because I think this is one of the most powerful stories I've ever heard in my lifetime.
So there is a day that the person that is in charge to take you to adoration. So it was like a 3-4, yeah, it was 4 in my group. We went, they took us to a small room. We didn't know about that. Like where,
you didn't know that Jesus was going to be in that room.
No, I didn't know. They just told us, like, close your eyes, don't open your eyes, keep follow me, but don't open your eyes. And then we walk, but they didn't tell us like we were going. And they were like, okay, keep going. Don't open your eyes. I was like, okay, where are we going? I was like wondering, like, okay, where are they taking us? So they put us in this little room. After that, that guy told us, okay, you guys can open your eyes. And then we open our eyes. He closed the door. And my first time when I opened my eye, it was Jesus over there in front of me. And then we took a knee. And then I started talking to him. And then the thing that impacted me more, I saw Jesus over there. He was smiling to me. I was like, okay, I can't even believe it. Like, he was smiling to me. I saw his face. He was like perfect right there in front of me. I saw his face. He smiled to me. He talked to me. He was like, I'm seeing you for whatever you're having in your life. I'm being there for you, and I'm gonna be there for you. Don't worry about any problem that you have been having in your life. I'm always with you. Don't forget that I'm next to you. But it was something that, man, at that time I started crying because I was like, oh, man. Something like how I'm being like,
Every time you tell me the story, I get goosebumps.
Yeah, I got a goosebump too.
Like,
because it was powerful. It was something that I'm not gonna forget. Something that I'm gonna keep. If you ask me, of course I'm gonna tell you whatever happened in that room, because it was something powerful that happened in my life. So basically, it was like talking with my best friend, talking. I didn't want to leave that room. And then since that, every time in Mass, the Eucharistic part, I always see him. He's always there smiling to me. Basically, I got you. You do your thing, that I'm going to be with you. And it's something that, I don't take for regret.
So before we finish up, Victor, what is something that you would tell a younger Victor Diaz? Or what's something that you tell the high school boys that you coach?
Man, I will, like, my dad always told me, you put God first, because he's the one who's going to open the door for you. Then your family. But always keep God first. And work hard. Because life is not easy. You have to work hard to get whatever you want. And be humble. Because if you are not humble, you're not going to hear whatever you want to be. Be helpful too. Help people. Because whenever you help people, you're helping yourself too. But in conclusion, everything is like, put God first, because he's going to be your best friend. He's going to be your coach. He's everything. Yeah, he's everything. It's something that I learned, and I'm still learning. And I think I'm going to be learning more and more.
I just want to thank you, Victor, because you have shared so much wisdom with us today.
Thank you for having me, Katie.
I thank you for sharing your wisdom today. I especially thank you for being such a great friend to me.
No, and thank you for to have you in my life. And thank you so much for everything that you have been doing for me. So I appreciate that.
Well, I mean, it's easy to help people like you, Victor. I also want to say one pride, baby, because he's the biggest Lions fan.
Oh, yeah. One pride. Go blue.
Everyone who's on the softball team knows that any message that was ever sent out to the softball team said, one pride, baby.
One pride. One pride, baby.
So a shout out to the Holy Family softball team on that one.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you, Victor, for joining us today. And I hope that wherever anybody listening to this finds an open seat in life, that they invite someone to sit down, because you never know what you're going to learn or find in that person.
100%. For whoever needs to talk or need help, need someone to have a good time and open. You know, that's what I like to do. Help and keep helping.